Good morning to everyone at today's public hearing of the Prosecutor Vetting Commission. My name is Christopher Lehman, Chairperson of the Commission. I declare the session to be open. Our commission is established under Law 252 on the external evaluation of judges and prosecutors. Article 22, paragraph 13 of that law provides that this commission will assess candidates for the Superior Council of Prosecutors Selection and Evaluation Board according to the procedure and criteria regulated by Law 26 of 2022 on measures related to the selection of candidates for position of members in the self-administration bodies of the prosecutors. The hearing is being conducted under the Commission's Rules of Procedures for Evaluations under Law 26, 2022. The subject of today's hearing, Vasile Buzu, candidate for the Superior Council of Prosecutors Selection and Evaluation Board. Mr. Buzu, welcome. I'm joined by my fellow commissioners. Nadezhda Hryptievsky is on my far right, Ermantas Mikalonis to my immediate right, Cornel Lebedinsky to my far left, and Saskia DeVries to my immediate left. Our colleague Virginia Moraro will not be joining the hearing today. The commission is also assisted by members of our secretariat. The hearing is open to the public and members of the media. The hearing is being interpreted into Romanian and English, and I would ask everyone to speak clearly to facilitate the interpretation process. The hearing proceedings are being recorded, and the recordings of the Commission's public hearings will be available online on the Commission's website, www.vettingmd.org, within 3 days after the hearing. Mr. Buzu, during the hearing, one or more members of the Commission will ask you questions. Please answer truthfully and completely. Your answers are important to the Commission in verifying your ethical and financial integrity. In formulating our questions, we take into account your privacy and, where possible and necessary, the privacy of family members and close persons. The Commission members will leave out unnecessary details relating to ID numbers, bank account numbers, specific addresses of real estate, and the like. And for your protection and privacy, we would ask that you do the same. At the end of the hearing, we'll give you an opportunity to make a closing statement. I'll start by briefly reviewing the evaluation process for you. The Commission initiated its evaluation process on the 10th of January, 2024 by notifying you by email and asking you to complete a 5-year declaration and an ethics questionnaire. You returned those completed questionnaire and ethics declaration on the 17th of January, 2024. As part of the process of evaluating a subject's ethical and financial integrity, the Commission also obtains information from a variety of other sources, such as the National Integrity Authority and the State Fiscal Service, other public institutions, financial institutions, and open sources. The Commission assesses information it obtains from these sources for its relevance and reliability. The Commission also sent you follow-up rounds of questions on the 25th of April 2024 and the 15th of May of this year, to which you responded. On the 27th of May, the Commission invited you to attend today's hearing, and at that time we notified you of the specific topics to be addressed at the hearing. Mr. Buzu, again, thank you for appearing today. I'll begin with just a few short questions for you, and I ask you to respond in a complete and truthful manner to everything. First, do you wish to make any additions or corrections to any of the information that you've previously provided to the Commission's request for information?
Well, as a matter of principle, I have nothing else to add. What I was asked about, I've shared with the Secretariat, and that's all.
Thank you. And I would just like to confirm that the answers provided by you in the 5-year declaration and the ethics questionnaire on the 17th of January 2024, those are still correct and accurate as of today. Thank you.
Yes.
I will pass the microphone to my colleague Saskia de Vries for further questioning.
Thank you. Mr. Buzu, there's two topics that I would like to talk to you about. First is your the time that you spent working in Romania, and the other topic is your car, but that's just two questions. Okay. We have questions on your income during the years 2012-2016 when you were living in Romania. We have requested you all the information, also the financial information, and my conclusion is that we did not receive all the financial documentation on the jobs and the income in Romania which you have had. Can you explain why the information is not complete?
Yes, sure. I made the relevant inquiries. As you have seen, ANAF, the tax authority of Romania, has not yet answered. And out of the 4 banks that I remember that I had bank accounts opened, only 2 provided answers. I mentioned them. I wrote to them what for I need this information. You've seen the inquiries of information that I sent. Based on the standard answers, I understood that banks will not give a lot of attention to the former clients. So if you are a current client, you will be served immediately. If you were a client 10 years ago, please kindly wait. I do not have an explanation why I did not get an answer from the tax authority of Romania. Maybe they have a longer period to provide an answer. But these were not large amounts. What you have seen in the answers that I provided in 2014, that was the salary 1,700 Romanian lei or 2,000 Romanian lei. I can tell you based on my memory, for those 2 banks that did not answer, though only 1 bank account was for salaries when I worked at WebHelp at BRD, part of the group Société Générale. So I made an inquiry. All of them replied that we have received your inquiry, we will work on it, but I received from them only the information I provided to you. I have not received anything else from them.
I will get back on that because we've seen the letters that you have sent out. You sent a copy to us. You are right, you have submitted the information on 2 bank accounts, but if I look at your resume, the jobs that you have held, we are lacking information on 3 jobs. So my question to you, I'll mention those 3 jobs, and my question to you is, was this a paid job? And did you receive your salary on a bank account? So the first job would be the job that you had as a lawyer assistant legal advisor in a law firm in Bucharest. Was that a paid job?
Yes, technically it was paid, but it was not on a bank account, it was internal.
My apologies.
Da, că să vorbesc pentru public, da.
They had their own internal accounting, so I would get the salary at the accounting department. I started with 1,000 Romanian lei, and after that the economic situation brought me down to 800 RON and then 600 RON. But I was a master student, so I had a scholarship, I did not pay for the dormitory, so I had some social advantages as a student.
Did you receive your salary in cash from the accounting department?
Da, erau bani
Yes, it was in cash at the accounting department.
The next job is a game advisor.
Yeah.
Was that a paid job?
Yes.
Okay. How did you receive your salary?
Bank account.
Okay. Can you say how much you earned, more or less?
Salariul de bază era
The basic salary was 450 euro, the equivalent in RON, up to 2,000 RON. And I also had some performance bonuses and overtime pay, maximum 100 RON. So I had around 2,000 RON in that position for 4 months.
And I think the last position that we is web help.
Yes.
And I think you mentioned that they used the bank account of BRD?
Yeah.
Okay.
Era și angajatorul francez și
Yes, the employer was French and the bank was a French representative office.
And how much did you earn?
salariul de bază era undeva la 2200 de RON.
The basic salary about 2,200 RON, a bit bigger in case compared than for game advisors. But I did not have overtime pay or bonuses there because I switched to part-time quickly and after that I left. So I cannot say that I earned more than in the previous position because even though the basic salary was higher, but I worked less there.
And I think you also worked there just for a few months, is that correct?
Corect,
Yeah.
corect.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, correct.
Thank you. Like I said, you have sent us copies of the letters that you sent to the banks and also to the tax administration.
Corect.
And I understand that you have not received a reply apart from thank you. We have received your request.
Da, chiar nu credeam că nu o să răspundă măcar.
Yes, I'm surprised. I was expecting an answer in 30 days. I sent the email. As far as I understood, I had some discussions with my colleagues that are still working there and living there.
Este o aplicație
There is an
ANAF-ului,
application, ANAF, or the tax authority has an application, as we have cabinet, but because I am not a taxpayer there, I cannot access that application because you have to pay taxes in order to have access to that application.
That was my question. But at the time that you were living and working in Romania, did you pay taxes at that time?
Bineînțeles, bineînțeles.
Yes, sure, I paid taxes.
But you cannot access the system anymore because you're not paying taxes now?
Corect.
Okay.
Și aplicația
Yes, correctly. And the application was developed later, after I left Romania. I moved.
aplicația este o inovație.
So this application is a recent innovation.
The reason that we asked the information from you, Mr. Buzu, you can guess, is because we need the information for the assessment. And right now we do not have it. So how are you going to provide the Commission with the missing
Dacă este
information?
în continuare necesar,
So if it's necessary, I can send another inquiry to them, or I can try to send a physical letter to them by physical mail. For you to understand, the answers that they gave to me was by phone. They called me, they validated my identity. The attachments were securized with a password. I can send another inquiry. I can keep on searching. You can have an access to the former bank statements, but to get that, I have to go in person to the banks to pay a symbolic tax of 2 or 3 euro, and there is a chance to get them, but time is needed for that. It will take time.
Have you made phone calls in the meantime,
Da.
asking them for the status of your request?
Păi așa am aflat de la BRD.
Yes, that's how I got the information from BRD. And they told me that you have to go in person to the bank where you opened a bank account.
And what about the tax administration? Did you call them?
Nu, la taxe n-am sunat pentru că
No, I did not call them because
se achită tot așa.
you have to wait until they get your answer, and you have to pay for this waiting time. So no, I did not try to contact them by phone.
Thank you. Any questions from my colleagues on this topic? No? Okay.
Assuming we asked him for all the records within his personal possession, they will go back to the file, but I just want to confirm that they have everything that he has. Okay.
Then there's one question left, and that's the question about the Dacia logo, which was a gift from your father.
Bineînțeles,
Yeah.
bineînțeles.
But this is not how you declared it. Why did you declare it as a
Vă spun
purchase?
imediat.
Yeah.
I will answer right away.
Atunci încă nu era SCP, era biroul de matriculări auto.
Back then, we did not have the Public Service Agency. There was a different institution with a long, complicated name. So I waited in the queue for about 1 or 2 hours. It was a very long wait. And I told both myself and my father that he's not selling it to me. It's a gift from my father. And he said, I cannot arrange for a donation right now. You have to go to the notary and bring some paper from the notary. And we did not want to go. We did not have time, and we were not willing to go to the notary and come back and wait in queue one more time. Because we could go only during the weekend, and that office was very popular because it was, I think, among the very few offices working in the weekend. So the official at the desk took a form, he just filled it in, and we signed. And we said that it would be much more comfortable for us to record it as a donation. And the official said that a donation would take more time, much more time, so it would be a quicker option. So that's why we decided to go for it.
In your annual declarations between 2017 and 2020, the car was declared as a purchase.
Da.
So it wasn't, right?
Nu, în fapt nu am cumpărat.
No.
No, it was given by my father. He gave me the keys, the paper.
So in 2021, 2022, over the year, you declared it as a hidden donation.
Corect.
Why did you change your declaration on this topic?
S-a schimbat și formularul.
The form changed. So some changes were made in the form, and a new column. If you know, you have to indicate the actual amount, and why do you have this difference? And when this new field was introduced in the form, I filled it in. So I filled in that I don't know the price because it is a gift.
Okay. Any questions?
I have a question. So in your ethics questionnaire that was submitted to the Commission, you noted that in 2017 you had traffic offense. Could you provide more details about this traffic violation?
2007. Lăsați-mă un minut să caut.
Let me look for it. Just a second.
Deja am vreo 2-3 ani nu mai conduc.
For about 2 or 3 years, I'm not driving anymore, so I do not remember. Just a second.
Vă supărați, mă uit în chestionarul de etică, dar nu văd încălcare.
I do not see anything about this violation in the ethics questionnaire, if you do not mind.
Da, corect.
Oh, yeah, I found it. It's correct. I found it.
Mi-amintesc, cred că eram după institut. Da.
Yeah, now I remember.
Eram super hotărât că
I was
că nu încalc.
very sure that
Merg corect.
that was not a violation. I was very sure that I was following the rules. But because there was a
Serie de patrulare.
route did not use very often, and there was the patrol officers who told me that you do not have the right to turn left,
Nu erau alte mașini.
but there were no other vehicles on the street, and I was sure that I am driving in the correct direction. But I was not using that road very often. So then I corrected my behavior, and I had the minimum of fine. And I could to tell them that I am training as a prosecutor, please make an exception to me. No, I did not tell this to them. They are doing their work, so I made a mistake and I had to pay the fine, and I paid it.
Thank you for those. Yeah, I am going to go back. I just want to clarify a few things on the tax returns in Romania and the bank accounts. I just want to make sure we're clear on this. Do you, in your own possession, have copies of any of your tax records from your time in Romania?
Suplimentar la ce am prezentat,
In addition to what I have submitted,
nu mi-amintesc să fi
I
păstrat
do not
foturașele. Foturașele mai veneau
remember keeping any of those records.
și v-am prezentat.
I got an answer from Guarantee Bank and submitted it to you.
Firme nu ne dădeau fizic fluturașele.
Other companies would not give any salary statements, neither on paper nor by email.
Eu am făcut curățenie de Paște, ca să mă înțelegi. Și am
So
găsit vechile contracte, l-am găsit întâmplător.
I searched, and by chance I saw a contract.
Dacă nu mai lucram,
So I did not find anything else because I left those jobs, so I did not keep any documentation related to those jobs.
So just to clarify, even on your, computer or your devices, you have no copies of what you filed with the Romanian tax authorities, I guess as recently as 2019?
din câte mi-amintesc,
As far as I remember, only for the first job would give us salary statements because they paid on a bank account in Guarantee Bank, and I submitted the bank statements from them.
alea cu 1700 în toată luna.
The statements with the 1,700 monthly salary. I do not remember to receive any other salary statements from other employers. But even if they sent something by email, they were protected by passwords, so you just have a chance to see them, and that's it.
And so you also have no physical or electronic records anywhere in your possession emails, past emails, old computers, old devices of any financial records from Romania?
Nu mi-amintesc, chiar nu mi-amintesc.
No, I do not remember to have any.
I will just see if anybody else has any final questions. Mr. Buzu, we'll give you an opportunity to make a final statement to the commission.
Well, I wish the best of luck to everyone.
The commission will now deliberate on the matter and issue a decision as soon as possible. The hearing is closed. Thank you.